back to part two. So as you can see, this is a continuation of part one. I just didn't want to make you sit for a 60-minute episode. I know you'll probably skip through it, and if you did watch it, thank you so much. But part two, really simple, just a few more kits that I've got. They're not my, main collection, it's my secondary collection. I love every kit that I have. If I don't like it, I definitely just sell it. And of course, it puts into my funds for my next kit. I never had a Swiss team. I fell in love with FC Sion because of this actual design. I had everything elemental-wise that I love about Nike's 90s era or even 2000s, but this here, I purely fell in love with it because of the Nike sort of, designs that had that element of post or pre Drake Ramberg sort of influence. Lotto Palermo kit reminds me of Bresciano, a kit that I have in my collection. I have no idea how I got. Another kit here, recent released by Nike, iconic, really beautiful design. Not many people speak about this when it came out. Everyone was really focused on the Nigeria 2.0 design for that sort of season, but this again, if it wasn't for the year that 2020 was, I really think this would have been a standout. I think this is going to be a kit that we all forgot about, and hopefully in coming years it's something we do mention. I think the value of this will definitely grow if Nike do push the boundaries in their 2021 and beyond seasons. Going back to Inter Milan, some beautiful sort of designs here and just elemental pieces that I think the current state of Nike designers are showing in their sort of research for the clubs. I think this season's, or the season that just happened, Serie A champions, Serie A, just the best team in Serie A, Inter Milan. Again, this design here, as simple as it is, I think when Juventus tried pushing the boundaries of the simple design elements of the stripes, I think Inter Milan one-upped them with that one. I think that's something that we'll never see again. The zigzag design does represent more than just the stripes for them. Being a Melbourne Heart fan, now working for Melbourne City, it's been an absolute dream for me. But I've always wanted to collect Heart kits, and I've got, I think, 2 in my collection. If you are a Melbourne Heart fan and you are watching this, if you do have any of the early Kappa era, please let me know, because I definitely will buy it. And if you've got Q on the back, that will even be, the cherry on top for me. This one's a beautiful one. Recently acquired one of my all-time sort of favorite, Portuguese teams, Sporting Lisbon, of course, being the winners of the league this season. This is a Reebok design. I don't really have many Reebok apart from that one from South America's Penarol, but yeah, again, a beautiful kit here. I do want a long sleeve home kit, of the Ronaldo era. I know I definitely won't get something with the official name set on the back with Ronaldo's name, but hey, we can only dream, hey? This one is a random one, I have to read it. It's called Huangong United. This was gifted to me by my friend Zach Anderson, a former A-League player who played for the Socceroos as well. Beautiful kit that he sent over to me, so brand new with actual tags. Thank you so much for that. Another kit that I regret buying, but I still will keep because it's iconic now, Inter Miami. I know they recently got sued for the usage of their money signing Matuidi, but I'm still surprised that they haven't been sued by Inter Milan for using the name Inter. So definitely we'll see how that progress is going for that team. I really wish those kits actually had sponsors on it. The reason why I regret buying that kit though is because I bought it for full price at the Adidas store on Burke Street, Melbourne, and I kind of regret spending that money. This is a training top for the French national team. It's based on their home kit they had a few seasons prior to that. But I think I like this one a lot better with the red elements here on both the Nike and the French national emblem. But yeah, this one is pure Parisian. I kind of wish I took this with me to Paris. I would have worn it around the streets. I spoke to a friend of mine on Twitter the other day. We spoke about, what's it called? Just Valencia kits in general. This one here, iconic. I had this in short sleeve back in high school, but I lost it. The collar on this is pretty big, but yeah, it's an iconic Valencia design. It does remind me so much of David Villa and David Silva, and of course Juan Mata. But again, the Toyota sponsorship on this one just reminds me of the glory days of Valencia's time. Going back to PSV now, this one here, something about grey football kits, they always remind me of pajamas. I think we all remember the Real Madrid kit when Ronaldo and Bale both played there, but this one is similar sort of material to that. It's that soft sort of grey material that yeah, works well with that highlighter sort of yellow design here. Over back to Germany, we've got a long sleeve, beautiful, iconic Nike design for Werder Bremen. This one, I'm not sure if this was when Ozil played there, but yeah, another kit that I love from the Nike era. That iconic overlapping central sort of collar here. Again, something that I've loved seeing in football kits. Again, another training top that I fell in love with in the early stages of last season. It's the training kit for the Korean team. We talk about random eBay buys, and this can't get any more random. I don't know why I bought this. It was about $20 on eBay. It's, I think it was an Austrian team. I kind of found them on Instagram and messaged them saying, hey, I found a kit from the early 80s and 90s. And they replied saying, cool. And I was kind of offended. And I was like, why did I buy that kit? But I think it's just the staple design for that Adidas early era. And yeah, it's just one of those kits I'm gonna have. And I think I'll just keep, and hopefully, it's a pretty good kit. I think, I don't know. This one's a pretty good kit. Again, don't know how it went that crazy, but I think it was the first of its kind to push the boundaries. I think this is what got a lot of people into kit collecting in recent times. Funny story about this one, as I said, I think in a previous episode, my mum had to actually fight another person at my local Rebel Sports to get 2 of these because they were only allowing 1 at a time. So she bought one, went in, came out and bought another one. Sorry, Westfield. We're seeing Jordan do good things for PSG. I've got a lot of PSG kits of the current sort of status. Probably one of my favorite ones. I think this one here with the corduroy sort of line through it is as simple but the most elegant because of the gold highlights in this one. But I think that sort of, burgundy, brown, purple here we've got along with the gold and the white works perfectly fine. I think they should have worn that a lot more than some of the other kits. The Women's World Cup here in France, I wish I went to that season. I think that was one of the games we were supposed to sort of like go to, but we planned our Europe trip and sort of got the dates wrong, so we missed out on going to France of that era. But the sort of energy and atmosphere of Paris when we were there was just amazing. I think Matilda's had an amazing kit that time. It was the redesign of the Spew kit. Don't have that one right here. I just realized it's in another box, but I was more fortunate to be able to buy the French women's team. I love this one. Again, simple design Nike went, but it speaks so much about the culture of France. And when we speak about culture, we do have the current Nigerian national team kit here that does, speak a lot about the kits that we're seeing for national teams in the current status with Puma, but of course with Nike, where Puma have done well with their African nations team, but I think Nike did an exceptional job with that kit there. And of course Nigeria having a strong fan base and culture, that one there does do well for the club. We've got that iconic design here once more for PSG. I think Nike again are doing great things. I just do hope to see them push the boundaries more rather than feel comfortable. We did see them push the boundaries for some of the teams with this sort of, I don't know if it was like a throwback kit or just a, what would you say? It's like a celebratory 20 years for the mashup kits. That's what they're called, the mashup kits. Inter Milan one was my favorite, but that Man City one, I'm not sure if it was official, but yeah, that was horrendous. That was probably one of the worst mashup kits. As I said before in episode 1, I love Alianza Lima from Peru. I found this random sort of kit again online. I bought this one. It's just, again, a lovely kit that I don't see many teams. I think the only team in the Nike era that has this one is, of course, the Corinthians cross kit. I love this one so much. I'm not sure that the guy I bought it off said it was a match worn or a training game worn kit. I'm not going to do any checks on that because I just don't have the time, but I really love that kit. I think it's just one of the most random kits in my collection. I love that. I got a Rapid Vienna. We went to Austria and I fell in love with the team in a sense that I saw advertising everyone were walking the streets, and when I came back to Australia, I had to purchase one. It's one of those kits that I think it's just really like well known of, like people can see it online, but not many people buy it. So if you do, want to buy this kit in a sense of the same design, there's heaps on there. And I think it's really underpriced. So definitely score yourself a bargain. Back to PSG, probably the most iconic PSG collaboration of its time at the moment with the club, apart from this season's home kit, which I think a lot of fans, like I said earlier, aren't happy of because it's missing the Hector design. But this one here did do well, and again, amazing amount of players at that squad that have come and gone in recent times. But Cavani, Angel Di Maria, Verratti, just yeah, beautiful, beautiful players like Mbappe and Neymar wearing that one. We've got an iconic one here because this is the kit they wore to go up to Serie A from Serie B. So Venezia FC, a great club, and I was so, you know, thrilled to see Ethan White, an amazing photographer and former footballer who was able to photograph their promotion. But of course, Sonia Karate, as she's known on Instagram, again, a media manager who's given the voice to a lot of creatives out there. We've got a new purchase here, of course, a Red Star. I really want to thank the Red Star Kit Room who, yeah, collects an amazing amount of Kappa, but just everything Red Star. This one here definitely is one of my favorite. I do think this is the one that Milos Degenek, an Australian, wore, so I think I really would love to get one of his ones, or like a one with his name on the back. So if you are watching this from the Red Star fan base, let me know if you have one. I definitely want to update my collection. Iconic design. One thing that this kit really annoyed me about was the spiel, the sort of motto behind it was like, it represents the streets of Milan. And I thought to myself, aren't all cities built on the basis of a grid system? So I think that's one thing I always ask is stop showing us, you know, the spiels and just let us enjoy the kits. Inter Milan is bringing back that sort of snake design element to the club. This one here, I'm not sure if you can see in the reflection, did have elements of snakeskin in the blue and the black. I think this is something that I'm really excited about because the driver sort of sponsorship was one of the first elements showing the club can do more beyond the Pirelli stages. It is a pretty simple kit, but yeah, iconic. I really love this one. There's a lot of Inter Milan kits I would love. The one I'm looking out for in the future would be a Pandev on the back. Random kit, I still don't know why I bought this one. It was to celebrate Pirelli leaving. So yeah, a great segue to say that Pirelli is no more at Inter Milan. This does have the new badge, and yeah, I'm really excited to see where they go from now on. We've got a few more kits, so thank you so much for being yeah, on this channel still. So I will try and smash through these. I've got to cook dinner, and I think that one in the background I may do another time in a different setting, but my voice is going, so I'm really excited to make these episodes for you, and I don't want to waste your time. So Corinthians, number 9 in the back. This one was delivered to me in a terrible way. I love this kit so much, but the packaging melted on the kit, so I think I need to update my Corinthians collection. Love this one. I'm not sure if that was the one that Ronaldo wore when he returned. Something that Ronaldo, Portuguese boy, wore at his time was this beautiful Nike kit. Again, one of my favorite Total 90 era kits. I love this one. The material of that era was just so loose and baggy. I think a lot of people love that sort of generation of kits because it was just one of those kits that just reminded them of the past but also represented the future. And that also does represent itself well in the Metro Stars kit. Another MLS era kit that I love. It's got the original MLS badge here on the side. Just a true creative sort of scene, but unfortunately they did dismantle and become New York Red Bulls. This beautiful kit here, again representing Stonewall FC. I take much pride in this club, and of course they represent everything about that community really well. So this is a great team to check out, and the message behind them is really special. So a beautiful kit. It's got brand new with tags, so I'm really excited to have that one a part of my collection. All right, I'm gonna go fast round. I'm gonna get my wife to come here and throw me some kits. Chantal, you're gonna throw one by one to me. So to finish this episode, I wanna say massive thank you to you all. Just enjoy the episodes for what they are. If you can, please share the episodes on wherever you can. Tag me, let me know if there's any other sort of ideas you'd like me to do. I wanna push the boundaries of this channel. But for now, I've got a few collections over here that I'm gonna quickly talk about. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna spin it around and just say thank you again. Beautiful kit here. Nike did well for Barcelona. I'm not a Barca fan, but I think that kit I just had to have a part of my collection. It's going to represent itself well in the future. I bought 2 versions of this. As you saw in the previous part 1, it was the Vapor. This is the fan edition. I will wear this in the gardening situation if I ever garden. Is that right? This one here is made of bamboo. I kind of fell in love with this because the gentleman behind it, Winks on Twitter, made a sort of a friendship between us. He's a massive Derby fan. Check him out on Twitter. But this kit here is made of bamboo, recycled material, and of course the entire club of Forest Green Rovers is a vegan-based team, so I really love the message behind that as well because it pushes the boundaries of football. A beautiful kit here, a gift from Western Sydney Wanderers when I shot a few games for them a couple of seasons ago. Really love the connection with that club. Rosenborg, a random kit that I bought online. I kind of regret taking the tag off, but yeah, just, I love random kits, so I had to have them. Talking about random kits, Alianza Lima, eBay find, beautiful Simmons. Sponsorship reminds me so much of Real Madrid of its time. Pretty sure it was Real Madrid, I'm not sure. But yeah, South American clubs, you can't go wrong. And of course, once more, I think this is like one of 7 kits that I've got of Alianza Lima. This one here kind of confuses me. It feels like someone did it with whiteout here. So I'm not sure if this has been repaired by the owner, but it was a pretty cheap buy. And I've just realized it might even be a tank top. We've got another one here. I think we've got a few more kits. This one here is a representation of what that iconic United kit is. They don't really sell much of this. I thought this was fake. I had to get this approved by a lot of people. So massive shout out to the Football House for helping me approve and get that, you know, actually clarified it was legitimate. This one here was a gift by Nike Australia for the Women's World Cup. It is the Sam Kerr on the back, but it's that iconic kit that I was talking about before. I thought it wasn't in my collection, but it's that redesign of the Spew kit, and I kind of am upset that Nike redesigned their kit for both the teams now, because that one, I kind of wish that that was, you know, again, across all, you know, future games for Matildas. Hopefully we do see a future Women's World Cup in a kit for the women's team. They just deserve it. Iconic kits, Total 90 Nike era. That's all I'm gonna say. Beautiful kit. Like, just, I'm so thrilled to have that one. A gift from Ultra Football, Corinthians. Really simple, does represent itself well, but kind of think Nike could have done a lot more. And lucky last one, I'm dying. Yeah, this voice is gone. Oh, what a way to finish it. Like I said, I do have a lot more in my collection, but yeah, this was gifted to Jamie McLaren from Brett Emerton. So this could actually be a match worn, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to ask Jamie one day again, but number 23, Emerton on the back. It's a Kappa era of Feyenoord, beautiful kit. I should really talk about this one more in an episode or have it on my rack, but yeah, this is an iconic kit for an Australian great. So really love the fact that this was gifted to me, and what a way to finish the last you know, bit of this channel. My voice is literally gone. I've been speaking about all my shirts for about 2 hours. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll try and make a future episodes a bit more, you know, fun than just showing you kits and putting them on the side. But as always, please, yeah, a massive thank you to you all for watching my episodes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a kit here so I can do my send off. Please stay safe, stay away from stupid people, and I'll see you in future episodes. Thank you and goodbye.